A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Bortles to throw on second down. Dancing to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Detroit! Detroit!
From the shotgun, Kessler. Looking for Moncrief, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged,
and the Jags get to him as down he goes. On after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So on 4th down, here's a punter, Jeff Locke, to kick it away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now Bortles. And an Allen run. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Jerry Hughes on the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Hey, 54, Ricky. Hey, 5-0, 5-0.
They go play action here on first down. And he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Trent Murphy in there for the 20th time this year as he continues what could be a record-setting season.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Hey, 54, Ricky.
On second down, here's Bortles. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Jerry Hughes in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Lucy.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. Looking long for Westbrook. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Leopard!
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Over! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green.
Here's Darkwa. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Allen looks to throw on second down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again.
And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I'm actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
372. Check. Green 80. 154 right now. 50. Here we go. Green is check.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Trent Murphy in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags.
76. You. Check. Green 80. Green check.
Shotgun now for Bortles. Going for the deep ball. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines.
That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A gain of 32 that time. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Hot.
Travaris Cadet, his first carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Leopard.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And fights him off. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing is Allen on 3rd, forced out to his left. And he'll be out of bounds all the way down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down.
Lucky 56. Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him. Touchdown, Buffalo. Travaris Cadet in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Bills are in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now Bortles. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A final shot before half for Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Room to run inside the 40. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now they'll throw it. Bortles. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Move. Green 80. 372.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Bortles to throw once more. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Omaha, Omaha, Omaha.
They run it with Balaj. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Kalen Balaj with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too...
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. To throw on second down, Allen. It's complete to Jeremy Curley. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, here we go. 3, 9, 10!
They'll run with Darkwan. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. On third and long, it's Allen. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly third and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back now in Buffalo. 7-7 is our score. Pretty even matchup so far as we start quarter number 4. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, This intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Nice 39, Lucy.
Bortles now on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Breaks through the contact, and that is incomplete. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Bortles. That's to his running back, complete. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Leopard! Leopard!
Play action. Now it's Allen. Over the middle and caught by the tight end play. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They go play action here on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right, because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Darko. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Allen, he's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 4 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. On the run, Darkwa. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And Hauschka's kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
And now out come the Jags. Back to throw. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make this a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
76.
They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Lucy.
He's back to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. Bortles now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Going for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. And 54, Ricky.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw is Bortles. Now a desperation throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Bortles to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line.
Oh, I know it goes against the grain here. Totally goes against it, but you've got to drop the ball in that situation. He makes a catch, but he loses yards and doesn't get out of bounds.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, third and goal.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Green 80. Green 80. Spread left. Spread left. Move. 372. 372.
Back to throw. Bortles sliding out of the pocket. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. Well, they got themselves in position to at least entertain the thoughts of an overtime, but as it turns out, it was not meant to be, Charles.
And you feel bad for a kicker in this spot. He's going to have to shoulder a lot of the blame, but in reality, this will be a team loss. They didn't do enough collectively to get the job done.
The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So for the Bills, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they fall to defeat for the second time this season. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills are victorious.